Hi there, it's Sam from Pootles.co.uk. Thank you very much for joining me today, and thank you for joining me in Pootles Advent Countdown. This is 24 projects that are going to be coming out to you twice a week all the way through and right into December, and we're on number 2. And I've got a little tea light treat for you. This is so cute. I love it. This is, you know, if you're like me, you've got what feels like 500 teachers to buy for, you're going to want to start making ahead of time. Because even the cheapest bottle of wine, or the cheapest thing that you could buy a teacher, really is a bottle of wine, and it's very, very, very expensive to buy that for 20 odd, which is what I've got. So, nice little gifts, and that actually is a jumbo tea light in there, so I'm going to show you how to make it. This was using the Warmth and Cheer Designer Series paper, and I kind of realised when I stacked everything up for filming, actually I've used it quite a lot. So we're going with presents and pine cones this time. Love it, so sweet. So, piece of cardstock, 4 1/4 by 7.5 inches, which is 11 by 19.5 centimetres. And where's my scoring tool? On the long side, score it, and don't worry about writing anything down. Everything, as always, is on my blog. Score it at 1 inch, 3 1/4, 4 1/4, and 6 1/2. Couldn't think what it was then. Inches. And in metric it's 2.5, 8.5, 11 and 17 centimetres. Whiz it round and score it at 1 inch and 3 1/4. And the reason I've set it this, 2.5 and 8.5 centimetres. The reason I've got it set at this measurement is because these particular tea lights measure 2 1/4 inches by 1 inch, which is I can't remember, 6 by 2.5 centimetres. So that's why I've set it at that. So if you don't want to put a jumbo tea light in there, you could put something else, and it's a great size. Where to buy your jumbo tea lights? That's always the question I get. I get mine from IKEA, but you can get them from supermarkets or grocery stores, you know, whatever you want to call them, or online. Great places to look for them. Okay, so that's my box. I want to get my piece of Designer Series paper on early because I need to punch my hole early as well. And there is window sheet in there. So I want to get this on now so I can punch the hole before I put it all together. This measures 2 by 2 inches, which is 5.5 by 5.5 centimetres. Couldn't think then. Right, that's my snail. And I love this paper, it's so pretty. And I, you know, quite happy to do a variation on a theme. So although I loved the Warmth and Cheer, like I say, I might have got a little bit addicted to using it. So that's the top of my box. Now, as you can see, I've got quite a big oval there. I'm really not worried by that. I'm not worried because, you know, it's not noticeable. I'm not worried because it's a handmade project. Right, so over here, I'm looking for a piece of scrap paper, but you know what? I've got a massive pad in front of me. I want to make a template, so I've got my 1 3/4 inch circle punch. I'm just going to punch into my grid paper to get myself a template. A little bit of snail in the middle, and I'm going to line this up where I want it to be. So because it's 1 3/4 inches, and this is a 2 inch square, there's obviously a nice little border all the way around. Fold up the bottom. And it is going to be hard, so you're going to have a little bit of oomph and strength behind you, but punch through both bits at the same time. Like I say, you get that, but we don't mind. It's okay. So I'm sure I could use that for something else, but I'm not going to worry about it now. Okay, trim up on these squares. So when you have a square, you wedge into it, because they're going to get tucked away out of sight. That's where you're going to put your adhesive. And by doing the wedging, it just means that you get a very good finish on the size of your box. And if you were to deconstruct any box that you get that's been mass produced on a die cutting machine or something like that in a factory, and 5,000 of them have been made all in one go, you'll see that they've got the notches too. So we're just doing it by hand. And this one, all the way around, is an Emerald MB, just a stunning colour. I keep wanting to call it Cucumber Crush, and I know it's not because that's in a different part on my shelf. But I have to say, the in colours that Stampin' Up! Have come up with for the last 2 years have been stunning. Oh, I was trying to go through that bit. absolutely beautiful, and I am a real emerald fan, and this is glorious. And it's not too traditional. We have got garden green over in Warthamshire, but that's okay. Right, I want to put my window sheet in because I prepped in advance. Because you can't see it, I clipped it with a binder clip just so I didn't lose it. So, little mini glue dot in each corner. It is going to get hidden away, but if you go in each corner, you know that that bit isn't going to be visible. And this is 2 by 2 inches, so 5.5 by 5.5 centimetres again. And I'm just going over here, so like I say, the glue dots are hidden, but I've got my little window sheet. You could leave it open if it was a scented candle, obviously, but I've got unscented. Where's my fuse? There it is. So adhesive in all of these corners, and I put washi tape on the tea lights, which was quite a lot of fun, and I generally kind of tend to do that only on a yearly basis at Christmas time. But I do like our washi tapes, and there is a set of 5 washi tapes for this particular suite of presents and pine cones. So I'm folding up the base first. So you can see I've got this great perfect edge here where I've trimmed it away, and it was just literally a few extra seconds worth of effort, and it's done it. So that's the bottom done, and there's the top, and that's brought round as well. So let me grab the washi tapes. I've got one of them here. Let me get the other 4. So it's a set of 5, and they match perfectly, so they are all part of the same suite. So I took this one and I wrapped it around the side of my jumbo tea light. I didn't know at that point in time whether I was going to go with a white one. Oops, got that caught. Which, to be fair, looks pretty good, but this is cherry cobbler in here, so I've brought out a cherry coloured one to see what that looks like. And there is a distinct possibility. Should I go for that one? I don't think I will, actually, because this one's quite low, actually. That one is, well, whoever made this candle, they filled the wax all the way to the very top, whereas that one's dropped down. So, not so good. But the washi tapes still fit. Love it. Okay, that one in there. Yeah, that's a much better fit. Look at that. Oh, IKEA are cheap. Sainsbury's do clearly better ones. Okay, I had gold baker's twine on this. That's from a trio of baker's twines, but I'm bringing out the cherry cobbler one just because I want to pick up this, reflect the cherry of these berries. Reflect the cherry of the berries. Okay, and then a nice bow on top. She says, fighting with it. And that is a great, that's the kind of gift that you give to the teacher, the postman maybe, although I think he'd rather beer from me. Teacher gifts, all those kind of things where you would leave a little tip. That would be for your babysitter or whoever, but a nice little Christmas gift. Very sweet. Anyway, thank you ever so much for joining me. Hope to speak to you very soon.